my Beau. Say, t'other day, Kip Elbert, that's my Beau, was going out fishing on Soap Creek, and he said I might go along if I'd keep awful still and not scare the fishes away. So we got up this as early, and Kip thinks everything of me, too, so he does. He let me dig all the fishworms while he got the other things ready. A lot of fun digging fishworms. I got Mama's milk pail nearly half full, and I heard the old milkman ringing, and I just had to run like everything and put the pail back, 'cause I knew he'd call Bridget for the pan, and then she wouldn't let us go fishing. Bridget's awful mean. T'other day she up and slapped me just 'cause I put a little toad in my grandma's bed, just to see her jump. I knew it wouldn't bite her all the time, so I did. But the man poured the milk in, and I breathed easy. I was glad Kip and me is going to have our breakfast in the woods, 'cause I don't think I'd like fishworms so very well. We drinked out of Kip's shoe that had a little hole in the toe, and the water tasted awful curious. I guess Kip had a nice time, but I don't think I want to go fishing any more, 'cause he wouldn't let me say anything for an hour. Yes, more than 2 hours, and I just sat there biting my tongue between my teeth. Finally, a snake run over my foot, and I had to scream. Kip said it wasn't no use trying where girls were. My mama tells me when I'm naughty to tell Satan to get behind me. I told him, and he pushed me in the creek. And I don't think I'll tell him that no more, 'cause I had on my bestest apron and stockings. And when I got home, there's a lot of company. And Mama made me go upstairs without my dinner. Don't you think she did? She'll be sorry someday, 'cause someday I'll die. But I didn't stay upstairs. I run off to Nettie Bell's house. And when I got back, the company hadn't gone yet. So I just said, Mama says city folks always coming to her house 2 times to her once, and staying all night, and the boys have to sleep in the barn. Everybody looked funny, and Mrs. Hull says, William, children and fools, speak the truth. We'll go at once. Then Mama cried, and Papa laughed, and Big Brother Fred got a big stick, but he didn't catch me, 'cause I run awful fast when I'm going to get a whipping. And I knew I either had to hide behind the rose bush or skip out. And which do you think I did? Now, I hid behind the rose bush. There's where Mary and Mr. Slicer does their sparking. And they won't allow us kids around either. Don't you think they won't? I thought I'd be taking notes, so when Kip and me got big, if he didn't know how to spark, I would. But I couldn't tell much about the thing. They'd be talking just as low, and then they wouldn't say anything for a long time. And then they'd be talking just as low. And then, oh, darling, I couldn't love anybody in the wide, wide world but you. And then he gave her a great big kiss, and she never said quit that or nothing. So I just jumped out and said, oh, what a great big lie. You got a gal down on Soap Creek. I saw you taking her for a buggy ride. He said, you little rattlesnake, you, where do you expect to go for telling such big lies? What ain't so? I said, I don't expect to go nowhere where you go, old smarty, old smarty, old smarty. I just hate every boy in the world but my pa and Kip Elbert. That's all the boys, too, so it is. Said I was walking along the other and was thinking I didn't have such very good sense, was thinking. And I heard somebody talking about me. And I knew if I didn't go back and hear what they said, I never would know. Somebody what knows pretty well says, there goes the prettiest and smartest little girl in this whole town. She's just a regular dandy. They meant me. It's not so, though. Just 'cause my pa's rich is no sign I'm smart. Why, my pa's just got ever so much money. He could throw it away if he wanted to, but he don't want to. This is about the worst dress I got. Well, I don't guess it's the worst. I expect it's about the best dress I got. But I could have better if I wanted them. I've got sense enough not to want things I can't get. Say, t'other day it was Kip's birthday, and he had a great big party at his house. And they's all saying their speeches, and they didn't call on me for a long time. Finally, I said, well, I guess I'll speak my piece for you now. I guess they thought I said it awful well. I never heard anybody say so, though. I'm going to say just a tiny bit of it and show you how I spoke the other day to Kip's birthday. Well, I know it, but I can't think of it. Now I know it. Billy Bumpkin hop and jump and carry water from the pump. He saw a chicken on the stump and hit it with a dreadful thump. Oh, Billy Bump, you naughty lad, you make your mother very sad by doing things so awful bad. That's all of it. Your grandmother.